Task 1.3. Evaluate, apply, and sustain security governance principles. This is a crucial role for the CISSP exam and your role as a security professional. And before we begin, remember, if I don't go deep enough, use the prompt provided at the end of every session to tailor it to get deeper. Let's get started. In this section, we'll be covering 5 key subtasks related to security governance principles. These are 1. Alignment of the security function to business strategy, goals, mission, and objectives. 2. Organizational processes. 3. Organizational roles and responsibilities. 4. Security control frameworks. And 5. Due care and due diligence. As we progress through each subtask, you'll notice many of the concepts overlap and interconnect. This repetition is intentional and beneficial. It reinforces the holistic nature of security governance. Remember, in the real world, these principles don't exist in isolation, but work together to create a comprehensive security strategy. Now let's dive in. Alignment of the security function to business strategy, goals, mission, and objectives. This subtask is all about ensuring that your security initiatives support the overall business objectives. Let's break it down. 1. Strategic alignment. Your security strategy should directly support and enable business goals. This means understanding the organization's mission and aligning security measures accordingly. 2. Risk management. Identify and mitigate risks that could impact business operations. This involves a thorough understanding of both security threats and business priorities. 3. Performance metrics. Use key performance metrics, key performance indicators, KPIs, and key risk indicators, KRIs, to measure the effectiveness of your security program. These metrics should reflect both security improvements and business impact. 4. Continuous improvement. Regularly review and update your security strategies. The threat landscape and business needs evolve, and your security approach should adapt accordingly. 5. Stakeholder engagement. Communicate with key stakeholders about security priorities. This ensures buy-in from leadership and helps integrate security into all aspects of business. Remember, aligning security with business objectives is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. It requires constant communication, adaptation, and a deep understanding of both security principles and business goals. Organizational processes, for example, acquisitions, divestitures, governance committees. So let's discuss how security governance principles apply to various organizational processes. 1. Integration. Security should be embedded into all business processes, including mergers and acquisitions. During mergers and acquisitions, activities, security assessments, and integration plans are crucial. 2. Governance committees. Establish committees to oversee security policies. These committees ensure that security considerations are part of a high-level decision-making process. 3. Change management. Implement security controls during organizational changes. These could include new system implementations, restructuring, or entering new markets. 4. Policy enforcement. Ensure that security policies are followed across all departments. This may involve regular audits and training programs. 5. Incident response. Develop plans for handling security incidents during transitions or major organizational changes. This is particularly important during mergers or divestitures when systems and data are in flux. These processes highlight security governance isn't just about technology. It's about integrating security into the very fabric of organizational operations and decision-making. Organizational roles and responsibilities. Defining clear roles and responsibilities is crucial for effective governance. Let's explore some key points. Role definition. Clearly define security roles and responsibilities across the organization. This includes not just the security team, but how other departments contribute to overall security. 2. Accountability. Assign accountability for specific security tasks and outcomes. This ensures there's no ambiguity as to who's responsible for what. 3. Training. Provide regular training for all roles involved in security. This includes both technical training for security professionals and general security awareness for all employees. 4. Collaboration. Foster collaboration between security teams and other departments. Security should be seen as an enabler, not a roadblock, to business operations. 5. Leadership support. Ensure executive support for security initiatives. This often involves educating leadership on security risks and the value of security investments. Clear roles and responsibilities create a culture of security throughout the organization where everyone understands their part in maintaining a secure environment. Security control frameworks, for example, ISO, NIST, COBIT, SABSA, PCI, FedRAMP. Security control frameworks provide structured approaches to implementing and managing security. Let's look at some key frameworks. 1. The ISO, International Organization for Standardization. It provides international standards for various aspects of information security. 2. NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technologies, offers comprehensive guidelines, especially relevant for U.S. governments and critical infrastructures. 3. COBIT, the Control Objectives for Information and Related Technologies. It focuses on IT governance and management. 4. SABSA, the Sherwood Applied Business Security Architecture, an enterprise security architecture framework. 5. PCI DSS, the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, specific to organizations that handle credit cards. 6. FedRAMP, the Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program, a U.S. government program for cloud services security assessment. When selecting a framework, consider your organization's specific needs, industry requirements, or regulatory requirements. Often your organizations use multiple frameworks to create a comprehensive security program. Due care and due diligence. Due care and due diligence are legal concepts that are crucial in security governance. Due care means taking necessary actions to protect your assets and meet your duty to your stakeholders. It's about implementing reasonable security measures. 2. Due diligence. This involves continuously assessing and addressing security risks. It's about the ongoing process of identifying threats and vulnerabilities. Best practices. Following industry best practices is a key part of demonstrating due care and due diligence. 4. Legal compliance. Ensure compliance with relevant laws and regulations. This is a critical aspect of due care. 5. Audits. Conduct regular security audits to ensure ongoing due diligence. These audits help identify gaps and areas for improvement. Now remember, due care is about taking action, while due diligence is about thought. So really maybe think before you act. I tend to list due diligence first, but whatever. Both are required. All right, to summarize, let's recap what we covered in Task 1.3. Align security with business strategy. Ensure your security goals support the organization's mission and objectives. 2. Implement security governance frameworks. Use frameworks like ISO or NIST or COBIT to establish a solid security governance structure. 3. Define roles and responsibilities. Clearly outline who's responsible for what in your security programs. 4. Ensure due care and due diligence. Think before you act and take actions. due diligence first, right? And 5, continuous improvement, regularly review and update your security governance practices to adapt to new threats and business needs. Remember, these concepts are interconnected and form that holistic approach to security governance. So again, as you prepare for the CISSP exam, think about how these principles work together in real-world scenarios. All right, test your knowledge, get more hands-on, become your AI whisperer. Again, play around with the prompts. So you see the number of questions, you can tweak that. Under the domain, you can change there the task, but also you can add a line. And in the middle of it, you don't have to reapply it. You could just say, Larry didn't go deep enough in this dive on this particular concept. So you'll get there. We'll all have fun.